Welcome back to Arcade Spirits. In the last episode, everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong at a child's birthday party. So, I did my best to manage some stuff that sprung up, but there's still more. More importantly, I kept their spirits up. Even Ashley, who has to clean icing out of her fuzzy felt, came out of it cheerful. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatch up one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcaked top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe icing off my pants, I'm ready to go again. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with that crying kid by the skee-ball machines. Oh, she's gone. Well, crap. Percy looks up briefly from clearing level 78 of Moopy. Looking for that girl. I think her parents took her home. Party turned sour for her, I suppose. Drat, it wasn't fast enough. You can't be everywhere at once, Emmy. Cheer up, love. You're still doing better than the last guy who stood at your post. Seconded. I saw you deal with that obnoxious parent, and with the cupcake war. You did well today. Seeing Gavin actually smiling is weird, but I'm not going to say no to praise from my sub-boss. Things seem to be cooling down. I suggest you take a few minutes in the break room while there's a lull in the action. Ashley and I will handle things for now, and she can swap off when you come back. Percy ducks out of the conversation without actually moving anywhere, refocusing on his game. I could use a few minutes, yeah. Thanks, Gavin. I'll be right back. I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. What a day. Quirky coworkers, die-hard programmers, volatile kids getting into volatile situations. I'd say it's a recipe for wackiness or some such cliche, but nothing's an easily dismissed cliche when it's happening to you directly. Frankly, I'm exhausted. I drop down into one of the cheap folding metal chairs in the employee break room, groaning and rolling my head back to try and work the kinks out of my sore shoulders, and spot an upside-down kid. Huh. Oh, wait, I'm the one leaning backwards. I sit up and turn around instead. Better. Wait, what's the kid doing back here? Hey, I think he was hoping I wouldn't notice him.
Hi.
Hi, and you are?
Mikey.
Okay, that's a start. Hi, Mikey, my name's Emmy. So, what are you doing back here? This is an employees-only area. Wait, there's a keypad. How'd you get in?
The guy at the desk dropped this.
He holds out a piece of paper with the door code written on it. Huh. Score 1 for Ashley's wild storytelling being more fact than fiction. Okay, but you can't stay back here. Well, I don't see any knives or stabbing implements left out in the open, so I guess it's technically safe, but...
Please don't send me back out there.
Well, this is curious. I lean in so we can be on the same eye level. Something wrong? You can tell me. I work here. I'm the gal who solves problems.
No problems. Just don't want to go out there.
Don't you want to play with your friends? And he gives me the most cynical, bitter laughter I've ever heard out of a kindergartner.
I don't got any friends. I don't know anybody here. My family just moved to the city, and before that we lived in another city. And one more for that, but I was too little to remember. Mom told me to come to the party anyway, and I didn't want to, but she took me anyway. And then she left because she's got to work.
New kid in town, huh? He nods, mutely. Still, I should have busted him there and then. Brought him back out to the party where the other parents could supervise him. I should have told Gavin. I should have enforced the rules of the arcade. Okay, kid. I won't tell on you. If you want to stay back here for the rest of the party, I'll keep you company.
Thanks. You really won't tell my mom?
Nope.
Why? I thought you'd want to make me go. You're an adult like Mom.
Hey, I wasn't always an adult. I was a kid once. The new kid in town, in fact.
You were the new kid?
Yeah, although for me that started happening back when I was 10. Again and again, moving from town to town, school to school, never really making any friends, not for years. Mom and Dad kept losing jobs and taking new ones, worse ones. They'd be working all day long, too tired when they came home to do much of anything. After years and years of this, I stopped hoping things would get better. I decided to just take what I could get. I'd go with the flow.
What does that mean?
It means you don't care. Some things are good, some things are bad. But you don't care. You just do what you have to do, without really being sad over
But
it.
that sounds so sad. You weren't sad? It's sad to never care about anything, right?
I guess I was sad. I just told myself I wasn't going to be sad, even though I really was. And then I bite my tongue, hard. Because my little involuntary trip down memory lane was not helping this kid out. Wouldn't have helped little Emmy out if an adult did this for me. So instead, I decided to be the adult that little Emmy would have needed. It won't always be this bad. Life has ups and downs. Hey, Mikey, look. Both of us had some sad times, but it's not always going to be like that. Now, I work here at an arcade. I help people play fun games all day. How cool is that? And I did make a friend eventually, a nice girl named Juniper. She helps me when I'm feeling bad, and I help her. I won't lie to you, you'll still feel sad sometimes. Life can be really difficult. But it won't always be difficult. If you keep your head up, you can ride through the good and the bad parts. Is there anything in your life that's always good, no matter what? Mikey thinks it over a little.
I like cartoons. And I can watch those no matter where we live.
See? No matter how sad you get, you'll always have your cartoons. Any city you live in will have them. See? There are good things, along with the bad. Does anybody else at your school like the same cartoons you do?
I don't know.
Do you want to find out? There's a super easy way. Just ask them.
Really?
Really? You'd be surprised.
Okay. Miss Emmy?
Yeah?
Do you like Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions too?
I freaking love Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions. Don't tell your mom I used that word. The kid grins, amused that he caught me swearing. And, well, then we're both laughing. Because I'm just an ordinary person now, not some authority figure. I make mistakes. Both of us have highs and lows. Hey, I bet some of the kids out there love Ultra Warrior Unicorn Rainbow Champions. I mean, who doesn't? I bet we go back out there, and you can ask the other kids what cartoons they like. You'll never know until you ask.
Oh no.
I'm not saying they'll all be your friends. Some won't, but some will. The good and the bad, Mikey. You get both, if you look. And it's worth looking for the good.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go talk to them.
That's the spirit. I take his hand to lead him back out to the main room. And off he goes. I'm not fooling myself. I know I haven't fixed all Mikey's problem. I'm no child psychologist. That was entirely me flying by the seat of my pants. But for one moment there, I was able to help someone in the same crappy situation I found myself in long ago. 15 years ago. Everything changed. No more family vacations, no more arcade visits. We couldn't afford them, and they couldn't take time off work. The whole Twinley family had to learn to settle, to accept the lot in life we'd been dealt, to simply go with the flow, never hoping, never wanting. Juniper did her best to pull me out of that mire. I'd only known her a few years, one of the few stable times in my life, but she knew the edge I'd been pushed to. Now, here I am. Today has been, well, bonkers. Alternately boring and hectic, surreal and way too real. But I can honestly say I'm more alive today than I have been in a very, very long time. Beep beep. Beep beep, Emmy.
My emotional voice analysis subroutines combined with your body language suggest that you are very happy right now.
Yeah, I guess I am. How did you know? She literally just told us, me.
I just told you, silly.
I mean, how did you know I'd love this job so much?
Oh, I know.
That's easy. I didn't.
What?
I lied. I was 47% sure. Oh, it had elements that seemed to click with your optimal social requirements. A fun atmosphere, spirited co-workers, helping people out, and so on. Also, I cross-referenced your roommate's postings talking about how much you enjoyed arcade visits when you were a kid. Still, 47%.
99.97%.
But I was 99.97% sure that if I said I was 99.97% sure, you'd be willing to give it a try.
Another thing to thank Juniper for, I guess. You're a very weird little app, you know?
Hooray!
I try to be.
From the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin about my paperwork, but that can wait. I'd rather go help someone with the tidying up, or maybe see how our VIP gamers are doing. Not enough time to run around checking in with everyone, though. Who do I want to hang out with? Oh, Naomi's about to cry? I am obligated to help if someone is about to cry. Naomi definitely looks like she could use a hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubblegum into a coin slot, and she's trying to clear the sticky mess out.
How could they? How could they do this to poor innocent little Q-Bert? Hey, need a hand? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, work on the second player slot for me. I've got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Grab what you need.
So frustrating.
Honestly, the nerve of those kids. No respect at all for these games. Games aren't like chew-proof, machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate, and they deserve love and care.
But they are toys, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. Just, they're also works of art. I know not everyone sees it that way. Back in the 80s, operators would just throw games away that didn't perform well anymore. In the end, an arcade has to make money. That means using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture. But I don't have to like it, right?
Definitely not. Stand up for game rights.
Of course not. You love these games. You shouldn't just let them be abused, even if they do have to make money. Next time you see some kid smacking a game around, stuffing gum into the slot or whatever, you let me know. I'll deal with them. Thanks, Emmy. It's good to know someone's got my back. Still, I need to be realistic, right? I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my private collection, but really, I do want people to play and enjoy these games, and that does wear them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and send it out there to be played with all over again.
With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox.
I should probably pull the coin mix entirely and give him a good cleaning tomorrow, but I didn't want the gum to sit overnight. I'm heading home soon. I'll see you tomorrow, right?
You got it, Naomi.
Woohoo!
Great.
And she gives me a big hug before bounding off to her workshop. With things winding down, there's just one last thing I need to take care of before I'm out the door. I seek out Gavin to handle the remains of the day. Emmy, good work today. Thanks, boss. Mid-boss? Sub-boss? Gavin will do. I can't say you've been a perfect employee, but my standards are impossibly high, so I'll just assume you were as close to perfect as is reasonable. The cost of cleaning our carpets won't be as bad, thanks to your quick thinking. Normally I'd have dealt with angry parents myself, but I was distracted. I've only second-hand accounts of your performance there, but allowing Queen Bee to yell at the customers is questionable at best. She's volatile. I'd rather you have handled that one on your own, all told. I'm not pleased that you sold our Moopy for only $1,000, not $3,000 as I'd requested. Gavin, we only paid $200 for that game. I'd be ripping off a customer. A customer with exceptionally deep pockets, and one who squats on that game all day, spending only a handful of change in that process. If anything, 3,000 is what we need to make up the lost profit from Percy being so movie obsessed. What's more, why it's still here is a good question. Was I not clear I wanted it gone?
Percy didn't want to break up the family.
They're machines, not people. He also didn't want Naomi to be sad. Yes, well, Naomi needs to learn to let go, I'd say.
Ahem. Are you giving our poor little Emmy a hard time, Gavin, dear?
Miss Francine, I thought you were napping?
Let's be sensible.
Naomi's dream matters too. As does the dream of Percy, that poor fellow.
Poor? Isn't Percy stinking rich?
Everyone has a dream they're chasing.
Gavin, I know you mean well, wanting to keep everyone's dreams afloat, but sacrifice made in that name, which shatter the dreams of others, well, that's not what the Funplex is all about. Emmy, you understand, yes? The reason why?
Why am I here? That's the question she asked me during that interview. Now, I think I understand. I came here today looking for hope. Hope I could do more with my life than compromise, settle for what I can get, and go with the flow. Everybody I met today is full of hope. Gamers chasing scores, people following their passions. Nobody here is willing to give up on their dreams. Not even you, Gavin. You know we're better than this, Gavin. We don't settle. We chase after our hopes and dreams, and we won't accept anything less. I see.
Apologies.
Emmy, Miss Francine, I apologize. It's difficult to balance my idealism against my realism some days. But I know in my heart I need to err on the side of idealism, even if my mind screams in protest. I can assume you are still keen to work here, Emmy? I don't even hesitate before replying.
Absolutely.
Gavin fetches a nearby short stack of forms. Fill these out tonight. Hand them in to me first thing in the morning. And welcome to the Funplex. Seems like as good a place as any to say bye-bye for now. I really like this game and I hope you do too. Bye-bye. That was a weird song that I sang.